311 countywide. Aid distribution locations, repopulation updates, and safety rules are constantly changing. Visit the LA City and LA County websites for the latest. If you'd like to sign up for the county's free debris removal, fill out a right of entry form, or get a list of disaster recovery centers that are still active, please visit recovery.lacounty.gov or call the debris hotline at 844-347-3332. If you're vulnerable to mudslides with rain in the forecast, free sandbags are being offered. Go to lacounty.pw/sandbags to find out where to get them. Businesses who have lost their facilities due to the fires can use a regional online source to get free or discounted locations. Whether you're interested in donating or finding space, you can visit the business-to-business Space Share portal at spaceshare.lacounty.gov. Additional LA County small business support and programs can be found at opportunity.lacounty.gov. Praying, advocating, and standing with you. KBLA Talk 1580.
Hey, so I'm calling your show, 'cause I need to know. Show me which way to go before I throw my man out the door.
Okay, hold on a second, Keisha. Just let me ask Ronald exactly what's going on, because it takes two to tango, and I need to hear his side of the story.
Don't you driving me insane? Got stress heavy on my brain. She keeps playing silly games. Man, I'm about to bring the pain. We seem to fuss and fight every day and every night. Please give some advice so we can see the light. See the light.
Is there such a thing as a true guru? Is there ever a right use of mantra? Is there such a thing as a true guru? Is there ever a right use of mantra? One must, I think it is necessary to understand the meaning of that word, those two words, guru and mantra. There are two Sanskrit words, guru. Do you know what it means? The root meaning of that word, I've been told by many Sanskrit scholars, the real meaning means weight. Weight. W-A-I-G-H-T, And also it means one who dispels illusion. Right? And also it means one who points. Points. Not the way, not just points. one who does not impose his illusions on you.
Come on.
His stupidities on you. Please, this is the meaning of that word. And also, the meaning, the root meaning of the word mantra means ponder over not becoming. And also it means dissolve, put away all self-centered activity.
So I had to start the show with Krishnamurti. Did you hear what he said? When he broke down the definition, the Sanskrit term guru, the dispeller of darkness. The word itself means heavy, but he also said there are ancillary and even primary, ancillary, and tertiary meanings. Pointer. And this is going to lead us to our topic tonight. See, people love other people to give them the answer to themselves. Relationship is the university of you, where the information about you, classified as self-knowledge, is to be collected, organized, cultivated, and authored by you. But since the advent of social media and the internet, we're always being entertained so we can escape our loneliness. We get to go and find somebody who maybe have read a book that we haven't read, and now all of a sudden we pedestalize those people as the ones with the answers to us. Can nobody be the guru of you? Only you. Not a guru, not a psychologist, not a psychiatrist. You are the professor of you. The answer is in you. The question is in your partner. Tonight's topic, dang it. Relationship guru groupies. Yeah, it's a bunch of groupies out there who want to follow these articulate, charismatic people. We saw what happens with the charismatics in the church, right? We saw how that go, right? Women sitting on the front pew with their legs slightly ajar. No, stop it. We've seen it. We've seen it, right? Just because somebody is articulate does not automatically make them intelligent. But if I can speak it the way you seek it, somebody meme it. See, they done mastered how to speak it the way you seek it. And so what happens when that happens, you capitulate. You bend the knee. Oh, they're going to do the work for me. I don't have to do the work. Relationship guru groupies. True or false? We look to others to be the answer to our question when the answers come from us. Examining the groupie to wife pipeline. 1-800-920-1580. Get to your phone lines. Just get to your phone lines. You want to talk about it? Listen, this is why I love the work of Krishnamurti so much. He says, I'm not doing this for you. He said, if you're here expecting me to give you an answer, we're not doing this together. Either we do it together or we're not doing it at all. You have to do the work. In an era where internal answers are outsourced, the phenomena of relationship guru groupies exposes a disturbing societal reliance on external validation over inner truth. On tonight's topic, on our show tonight, we're going to explore the challenges, right, of this notion that wisdom flows solely from revered figures, urging us instead to confront our own shadow selves and embrace self-responsibility that we can get our answers from them. No more. Zoe is not here to give you an answer to you. I'm here to point in a direction. In the classical sense of the word guru, I'm pointing at you to go inside, to look inside, to uncover your own answers that were born into you. Oh, goodness. Beneath the allure of charismatic relationship gurus lies a mirror reflecting insecure attachments and the desperate search for a father figure or a mother figure. I've told you this before. If you've been following the shows, there's a method to the madness. There is a progressive theme that underlies all of the topics that I put before you. And we're getting to the nitty-gritty. Beneath the allure of charismatic relationship gurus lies a mirror reflecting insecure attachments and the desperate search for a father or mother figure, manifesting in the incendiary groupie-to-wife pipeline. What do I mean? Watch, it's going to tie into tomorrow's topic. What's tomorrow's topic, Zoe? Should I give it away now? No. I'll wait. Here, idolization becomes a counterintuitive escape from the rigorous journey of self-work, fostering a culture of dependency that commodifies spiritual growth or self-help or life coaching or whatever it may be. Ultimately, tonight's inquiry will force a radical rethinking of authenticity, asking if the seductive promise of relationship mastery is merely a mirage that masks our deepest wounds in profound existential reflection. Are relationship gurus cultivating dependency instead of empowering self-discovery? Here's the empirical insight. Research on attachment theory suggests that individuals with anxious or insecure attachment styles are more prone to seek external validation rather than develop internal self-efficacy, potentially fostering a cycle of dependency. I need to go get that word. I need to go get that good word. Don't you know the word is supposed to be you? Can't nobody teach you about you better than the professor of you, which is you. 1-800-920-1580. Is the rise of relationship guru groupies a manifestation of our collective fear of true self-responsibility? Being with a relationship guru don't mean he or she will be good in a relationship with you. Oh, goodness. The information is the map. The messenger is the man. The man is flawed. The man or the woman has weaknesses. They are a work in progress. You should never follow the work in progress. You should follow the message, irrespective of who it comes from. See, what happens is somebody said that the person delivering the message must be perfect. There are no perfect people delivering perfect messages. There are imperfect people who are giving you messages that are merely symbolic of a deeper truth. A truth that only you can uncover once you have been inspired to look past your fears and go into that cave of self. Do you understand? Empirical insight on this. Studies indicate that a cultural aversion to personal accountability can lead to the over-reliance on external experts, which in turn stunts the growth or the development of genuine self-work and introspection. How do relationships work? Well, this is how we misuse relationships. We go in with predator eyes. What do you mean? Anybody who's studied zoology or any aspect of it should know. All predators' eyes face forward. all pray their eyes are on the side of their head. Because they need a full 360-degree view of where the predator might be. See, they're not praying for you, they're praying on you. You don't understand that. You are in a relationship with a predator. If you have wounds, you have hunger. And that hunger needs to feed. We like to call it supply. But guess what? A narcissist isn't the only one with an appetite. 1-800-920-1580. Do you understand? Do you understand? Those eyes are facing forward. So, the predator has his eyes facing forward because he's on the prowl. He or she, they are on the prowl. Do you understand? Is it making sense? We are all going into the relationship for what we can get. Manipulation is magic. Manipulation is witchcraft. So we got our eyes set on what we can get and what we need to do in order to get it. Do you see? Do you see? That's how relationships are. But how they're supposed to be. Your eyes should be on you. How you show up. You should be on guard, on post. How will I be triggered this time? Will I respond or will I react? Well, I lack emotional regulation skills, so the last time I was put in a situation, I reacted, and I felt bad, and I felt guilty. I wanted to respond, but I was overwhelmed. Just because time has passed, I haven't really worked on it. I just moved away from the incident. See, you're supposed to be looking at how you show up, but in a transactional, commodified, commercial, materialistic, selfish society, we're looking at how they are going to show up in relation to what our wounds demand. Can the idolization of gurus be a modern ersatz for unresolved childhood attachment wounds? When we come forward, the voice of reason is going to plant this shovel deep off in. When we come forward more from the voice of reason.
The reasons that we're here, the reasons that we fear, our feelings won't disappear. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Who cares about the black community in Altadena? We do. On Saturday, March 8th at 10 a.m., it's the premiere of Conversation Live, Altadena Rising with James Farr. This new weekly show will explore the deep roots and resilience of Altadena's black community as we track its recovery and reimagine its future. From relief efforts to rebuilding, we're raising up voices, stories, and solutions to build back Black Altadena better and stronger than ever. It's Conversation Live, Altadena Rising with James Farr every Saturday at 10 a.m. beginning Saturday, March 8th with an encore presentation, Sundays at noon.
James Farr, the man who is the voice for Black Los Angeles.
At KBLA Talk 1580, we've got your flag.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. LA County's new Justice Care and Opportunities Department, or JCOD, is here to support justice-involved individuals and their families. The JCOD Support Center is now taking calls at 1-833-LACJCOD. That's 1-833-522-5263. Available 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 11 p.m., the Support Center is your one-stop shop for re-entry issues and court support. They offer court reminders, connections to local services, transportation assistance for housing, court appearances, and childcare. The JCOD hotline provides personalized help to connect you with services that you need. And don't forget to check out justiceconnect.org for more information. Remember, it's free and available every day at 1-833-522-5263. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm. If you own a timeshare, don't miss this public service announcement from Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group.
If you receive an unsolicited phone call or mail piece to discuss selling, renting, or especially canceling your timeshare, don't fall for it. If you really want out of your timeshare, hang the phone up immediately or throw that mail piece in the trash and contact your timeshare resort or Wesley Financial Group for assistance with your timeshare. As the only Inc. 500 timeshare cancellation company, our knowledge, experience, and results has made Wesley a trusted resource for over 40,000 families we've helped get out of their timeshare. Give us a call, and I'll send you our timeshare exit information kit free with the straight facts about your timeshare and all of your options for cancellation.
Call for your free info kit, 800-511-2112. That's 800-511-2112. 800-511-2112.
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Here we go.
Prepare yourself to take a verse from the big verse. Rotate the megahertz where you heard it first. A perpendicular, said none similar. Quadruple any figure, quick on the trigger. Help the skeleton way out by the good fella. Not Lupinella cause I'm black and mold better. What's the phenomenon? We come to get busy. Deep in roots, but my name ain't Kizzy. Many marks cause I'm heavy on the start. Never tell a farce when I scale on a arch. Jamming on the radio, brothers say way to go. Shape it like Play-Doh, soprano at the chateau. My theory periodically flows a odyssey. Bigger than modern technology. So save all the chit-chat when I get the format fat. It's like that.
Hi everyone, it's Athena here from Courage Coaching. The video today is going to focus on how to stop seeking approval from others and how to break the habit of doing this. A lot of us seem to want to be validated from external sources. The reason that we do this is because we do not feel comfortable in our own skin and because we aren't able to validate ourselves. If you were to really pay attention to yourself, how you are in social situations or how you maybe talk to people at work, you might even notice that some of the following things I'm going to talk about in this video ring true for you. The reason that we need other people's approval is because we don't believe in ourselves. And if we don't believe in ourselves, we will look externally to find other people to make us feel good about ourselves. Now the problem with this is that if we do not feel good about ourselves to start off with, no matter how many other people tell us that we are good, that we are respectful, that we are a kind person, that we are smart, no matter how many times we hear this, it isn't going to make us feel any better if deep down we...
Listen, a work in progress cannot criticize another work in progress. A flawed human cannot criticize another flawed human. The competitive nature of this society makes somebody who thinks they are better than the next person, right? It makes them think they can say, oh, well, you haven't been married. You don't get to talk about relationships. I'm a human being. I was born into relationships. Oh, you think the ideological construct makes it more real. You still got the same wounds in your marriage that you had with your high school sweetheart. That doesn't make you a damn expert, man. Listen. Huh? What? Wait a minute, Zoe. What you? Yeah. See, you want to idolize the relationship guru, right? Because they've become the modern ersatz. What's the ersatz? Come on, Zoe. SAT words. It's a fancy word for substitution. A substitution for what? For you doing the work. Why I got to go look at myself when I can go to someone else that can give me the answer? But no one can give you the answer of you. That is something that is cultivated internally. Here's the empirical insight. Attachment research often finds that individuals lacking a secure parental figure may unconsciously substitute that void by latching on to charismatic figures, echoing patterns of past relational neglect. You want to date neglect. Boy, let me just shout out KBLA Talk 1580. They just posted a clip from yesterday's show when I said love, unconditional love, is really the red flag. Because if most of us have insecure attachment, that means we didn't get love. And if we didn't get love, love is foreign. We already broke it down. Attachment research will tell you, you will go find the familiar, even if it's toxic. Huh? Y'all ready for tonight? 1-800-920-1580. Get to your phone lines. Get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready. Our relationship gurus exploiting emotional trauma for profit in a culture of spiritual bypassing. It's going to be okay. God is moving. God's hand is on the situation. Don't worry about it. Don't you know God put you in the damn situation? God is responsible for the pain. God is making sure that it goes down the way it's supposed to go down. Because you got to go down this path in order to get this lesson. You think God handles you with kid gloves when he's trying to raise you up spiritually? 1-800-920-1580. Here's the empirical insight. Emerging evidence on cult-like dynamics shows that charismatic leaders may exploit unresolved emotional and psychological wounds among their parishioners, transforming deep pain into marketable wisdom. When I come forward, the voice of reason gonna keep the fire lit.
Cause I gotta make a loot, can't afford to be cute. Into the equilibrium and a medium, breaking your cranium with no ultimatum. Drop a song like a bomb, never land in your palm. And I'm so cool and calm. You're unadulterated, premeditated, lyrical form. Pete Rock is the storm. Sophistication, I kick to a nation, a rare compilation of chorus.
He's on fire tonight. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams, exclusively on KBLA Talk 1580.
I'm Amber Payton with 4 Things You Should Know with BIN News. Chicago priest Father Michael Flager and faith leaders are urging a Target boycott over its rollback of DEI programs, aligning with President Trump's order. A nationwide protest is set for Friday. Wall Street is closing mixed on growing economic worries. Tariff fears and a sharp drop in consumer confidence rattled markets. Raymond Santana, a black and Latino member of the exonerated Central Park 5, is running for New York City Council's 8th District. Wrongly convicted at 14, his 1989 case was overturned in 2002. And Chris Jasper, Isley Brothers songwriter and keyboardist, has died at 73 after battling cancer. A rock and roll Hall of Famer, he co-wrote hits like That Lady and Fight the Power. He later formed Isley Jasper Isley and had a solo career. Jasper is survived by his wife and 3 sons. Get BIN News on demand 24/7 on the iHeartRadio app.
The CONCACAF Nations League finals arrive at SoFi Stadium March 20th to 23rd. USA versus Panama, followed by Canada versus Mexico. Get your tickets now on Ticketmaster. For more information, visit CONCACAFNationsLeague.com/tickets.
It's KBLA Talk 1580's 3rd Annual Black History Month Luncheon, and you're invited. This is year 2 of our climate justice work, and this year's $2 million 12-month campaign is all about linking and combating the relationship between climate and black health. We already know that these wildfires will leave in their wake even greater inequities, including negative impacts on black health, given from the toxic air pollutants circulating in the air we breathe. So, as part of this year's climate campaign, we're honoring Black doctors and leaders in healthcare at our annual Black History Month luncheon, Friday, February 28th at noon. If you would like to join us, just go to our KBLA 1580 website and register for your chance to meet our guests at the luncheon. We'd love to see you. And in case you haven't heard the news, KBLA Talk 1580 was just named one of the semifinalists for the American Climate Leadership Awards 2025. Caring about the climate, caring about the community, changing the conversation. We're KBLA Talk 1580, and we don't black down.
To the 100 million people who owe the IRS money, this message is for you. We've helped tens of thousands of people close the door on their tax debt. So if you feel like you're stuck in a hole with IRS tax debt, then this is the easiest way to get a resolution quickly. To qualify for a no-pay or low-pay resolution, visit taxclosure.org to get free from the IRS once and for all.
To keep your bank accounts in common as a secure tax closure is your same-day cure.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580 reminds you that we keep us safe. Every girl deserves a chance to shine. That's the belief behind Forgiving for Living, Inc. Since 1999, this organization has been empowering at-risk girls ages 13 to 18, helping them overcome behavioral and mental health challenges. Founder Wendy Gladney's personal journey inspired the mission to give girls hope and purpose through the power of forgiveness. Through their ambassador program, workshops, and annual conference, Forgiving for Living has touched over 3,000 young lives, providing mentoring, life skills, training, and tools for building self-esteem and confidence. You can make a difference. Visit forgivingforliving.org to donate, volunteer, become a mentor, or find help for a young girl in need. Forgiving for Living, Inc., building brighter futures for young girls. Visit forgivingforliving.org today. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
Time is up. The IRS is in full collection mode for 2024, issuing liens, levies, and garnishments to anyone who has a past tax debt or unfiled tax returns. Don't wait till it's too late. Your paycheck and bank accounts are at risk of being seized. Call now and stop the collection process today. If you're living check to check, no matter how much you're making, you still may qualify for the Fresh Start programs offered by the IRS to reduce or even eliminate your tax debt. It's just a 5-minute call to get your options, and it's free. If you owe back taxes, have years of unfiled tax returns, under audit, have a wage or bank levy, or finally just want to sleep better, business or personal, call the experts at Republic Tax Relief while there's still time. A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau, and tough. This veteran-owned company has the fight you need to take on the IRS. Don't go at it alone. The call is free. Call their hotline number now, 800-652-1714. That's 800-652-1714. Find out if you qualify today. Call 800-652-1714 or go to republictaxrelief.com.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580 is committed to self-care and community well-being. Walk Good LA was formed in June 2020, inspired by the Black Lives Matter movement and the beginning stages of the COVID-19 pandemic. What began as a few minutes of breath work and yoga meditation before protests against police brutality turned into a safe space for the community to heal in hard times. The immensely positive response from the community transformed the momentum into a movement. Today, Walk Good LA is a black and brown-led community wellness organization based in Los Angeles. They provide spaces for healing through community yoga classes, guided meditations, hikes, run clubs, and other activations throughout Los Angeles that attract hundreds of members weekly. With the help of Propel and Michael B. Jordan, they now have a yoga and wellness studio in Los Angeles called the Walk Good Yard. To join their mailing list and connect with healing spaces, please visit walkgoodla.org. That's walkgoodla.org. Or find them on Instagram at walkgoodla. This is a community call to action, a community call to healing from KBLA Talk 1580.
This is KBLA Talk 1580. Talk radio that's music to your ears. We're unapologetic unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580. You're listening to the voice of reason with Joe Williams. Only on KBLA Talk 1580.
Brother, Lucy and you like no other. Listen very close, cause I don't like to boast. Instead I tell the tale of the French who prevail through the mystic crazy rabbits who were always on his tail. Rent ain't on sale, your roomie starts to wail. Get caught with stolen goods and you will go to jail. If you go to jail, then who will pay the bail? To put you back to France on a ship with a sail. Escargot, Lucy and you eat snails. Your tip before we snails. From the Zulu nation, from a town called Paris. Came to America to find liberty.
Those of us with an insecure attachment, we don't know that we are worthy. So we're always looking outside of ourselves for a sense of worthiness. Now, how we show up in relationships is very insecure. We can also appear very jealous. We have a very difficult time regulating our emotions. We say yes when we really mean no. We are constantly agreeing with our partners, even though we might want to disagree with our partners. We're too afraid to tell the truth. And so we're living below the veil of consciousness. We are so afraid of being abandoned. We're so afraid of being left. Why? Because that is a mirror for the inner child and the inner child's emotions that have been repressed and suppressed in childhood that we as adults have yet to figure out.
We've come full circle. You're listening to the Voice of Reason on KBLA Talk 1580 live from the heart of Leimert Park. I'm Zoe Williams, your curator of tonight's most riveting, incendiary, and radical conversation. And we're going to have it. We got phone lines. The phone lines are on complete fire. Let's get them in here early and often. We got Honey from D.C. Honey, what are your thoughts on tonight's topic?
My thoughts are that I can personally attest to being a person who once upon a time relied on the relationship girl, but I also agree with you. I've never met a perfect person. But what I will say is I believe that some semblance of perfection within ourselves is possible, but the truth is most of us don't want to do that work because it's not easy. So it's easier to spectate or speculate or try to tell others how to be when a lot of us who give that advice don't even live that kind of life behind closed doors.
Come on. I'm one of them people that don't live that life. I love it, honey. Honey.
I thank you for keeping it real.
Come on, honey. Guess what you just did?
What?
You just brought Washington, D.C. in the building. If you want to bring your city in the building, all you got to do is call 1-800-920-1580. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it rolling. D from Detroit, what are your thoughts on tonight's topic?
Yes, I believe that people get married for not just sustaining DNA, but for corporate culture. Because I know this, I belong to a church and they have polygamy, and that is to grow the church and grow the culture and keep the reservoirs of land and things of that nature. Also, you got infectious diseases. So you want to mate with someone that don't have it. Or you eradicating just an entire zoning area and eradicate is officials that represent that area, and also migration and food source. If a person want to attack you, they will attack your food source first because you custom certain things, and that's what I call real life.
I totally understand what you're saying, and I appreciate you taking the time. Guess what you just did, D?
They just put us in space.
Yes, we appreciate it. D just brought in Detroit. Listen, if you want to bring your city, where's LA, Los Angeles? Get in here. We need to hear from y'all as well. The number to dial, 1-800-920-1580. Here we go. Nazarene X, Atlanta, Georgia. What are your thoughts on tonight's topic?
Man, I don't rip, on the contrarian side. Like, if it's bad to be a groupie, like, that's why I would first sign up, just to start setting the record straight, because it's about what people are after or who they want to let be the voice for their unspoken truths and so forth. And like, there's a tendency to align with those who are like-minded and or say like the troublesome group, how you're taught like you are the company you keep, or you hanging around the wrong crowd. Maybe, those type of lessons haven't registered when you're just lost in that sauce of chasing the trend. Like, if that's what you want for your relationship, you're going to naturally gravitate towards whoever just kind of talking that talk or sparking that off.
Right. But wait, you said something that was deep, and I want to unpack that a little bit. There are people out there who literally do what you said, and that is they seek a voice to give voice, an external voice, to give voice to their deep-seated issues, their unrequited wounds. They seek an external voice to give voice to that. Is that even possible? Can an external source give voice to your deep-seated issues?
Well, what come to mind first is like, that's why, typically speaking, when you haven't found your truth, or say like, especially if you're edifying someone of the opposite sex, like it typically what happened in what's known as far as like the church setting, right? Like, the wife would be going to church and bigging up the pastor. Pastor know what he's talking about. And that's why pastor, if pastor ain't holding it down, he the one actually that got that woman.
Right.
So the unspoken truth might be that she wants him. Like, she don't really want who she's with. You know what I mean? So to a degree.
So what does she want? Does she want his status? Does she want his? Give me more on that. What does she want? What is she with him for?
I would say, that's a good question. I'm wondering how to put it. In that context, I would say she wants both someone who she can lead, which, it can get tricky as good. Like, if you're actually a partner, you can share that so-called responsibility of guiding one another or sharing what's real for you and what's resonating for you. But at the same time, just again within that example, maybe what she wants, I don't even look at it like as a power thing. I think she just wants something that she can so-called hide within or confide in. Like, that example is like, that's why, personally I like having those more raw conversations. Because if she hasn't uttered that, look, no, I actually like pastor. Like, I would be with pastor. Mary, and you know what I'm saying? She's speaking that truth, if that's the case. That also, again, speaks to, as long as the line of communication is clear and clean within her relationship or, that relationship, like, that's still good settings for personal development and more full intimacy.
So let me pull
versus just hiding that.
So let me pull you back full circle. Why are these internet relationship gurus and just people saying things that people want to hear? Maybe people want to be entertained. Maybe they feel like the people that are blowing up the big internet guy about relationships, they may even think these things about me, right? Why do people seek that external voice or answer for the question or for the answer that resides in them? Why do they think someone outside of them can solve the riddle of them?
Sound like we, just like to a degree as you were speaking to yesterday, we caught up in the symbolism or the title itself versus actual substance. I think that'd be a good way to just kind of blanket it because, for example, I mean, regardless if you do it or not, I've never heard you do it. I'm not tapped in and supporting and locked in with you because you're a self-proclaimed relationship guru. And I bang against anybody that's like, and regardless what you identify as, so to speak, like I'm with you.
Right.
So the noise and the whole, you know, people, if you're not going to own the title or define the title and stand in your lane, regardless, I mean, you really ain't hitting on that for someone such as myself. Because I'm not personally, you know, chasing that ideology, so to speak. I'm after information, I'm after alignment, I'm after resonance, like things make sense, and I love the essence of the people. So maybe if that's the case where people get caught up in the internet, fads and so forth, it could be something, they might be really feeling lost inside and don't want to admit it.
Yeah, that's it. Lost,
you know,
lonely, confused, and grasping at straws. If a man is drowning and a twig floats by, he'll grab it thinking it'll save his life. Guess what you just did, nephew?
Yeah. Slam along. ATL.
ATL is in the building. Listen, if you've been following the show, I hate being, oh, you Kevin Samuels. When I first got here, people was like, oh, he's worse than Kevin Samuels. Oh, oh my God, he's this. Listen, if you've been listening, I never claim relationship guru, none of it. My job is to do exactly what the guru's job is to do. Point in a direction. That's why I say I start the conversation. It's up to you to finish it. These are conversations. I am here to ruffle your feathers. That's one of the greatest what's the word? I done lost the word. That's one of the greatest compliments I've ever received. I don't know if I agree with you, Zoe. I get it a lot. Yeah, I'm going to come on your show because, you know, you said some things that I don't agree with. That's a compliment to me. Because I want to challenge your norm. That's what I'm here to do. I'm here to ruffle your peace. Because you think it's peace just because you call it peace. It's actually quiet. You haven't cultivated peace. Because all I got to do is ask some well-placed questions, and you're going to get those little beads of sweat on your forehead. Because I know you haven't looked deep into the cave of you. That's 99% of people I meet. I start asking real questions, they start sweating. Y'all ready? Let's get this work. When we come forward, back to the phone lines.
Is it good to you? More Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams when we come forward.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. Beating in rhythm to the world you've created. But every time you drive after drinking, music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzz driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Privacy policy and terms and conditions posted at textline.us. Texting rules for recurring automated text marketing messages. Messaging data rates may apply or play. Stop, opt out. Individual results may vary. Consult a doctor prior to use.
If you've struggled to lose weight in the past, this important message is for you because you could lose as much as 50 pounds or more with Zelfie. Zelfie makes it easy and affordable to get weight loss treatment 100% online. Zelfie providers can prescribe FDA-approved GLP-1 weight loss medications clinically shown to help people lose weight like Wegovy, Zepbound, and others. Plus, help get the medication covered by insurance, so it's as little as $0 a month.
The doctors are super helpful, and the meds have been a game changer. It's the first program I've had success with.
Before Zelfie, I was unable to lose weight, even though I was eating healthy and exercising 6 days a week. Zelfie helped me not only lose weight, but I feel so much better. Text GOAL to 200-300 to get started today with Zelfie and see if weight loss medications like Wegovy or Zepbound are right for you. Don't wait. Text now for a link to your exclusive offer. Text GOAL to 200-300. That's GOAL to 200-300. GOAL. soul to 200-300.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. The Autopsy Initiative provides a second autopsy free of charge for victims' families who have lost their loved ones due to a police-related death. The services offered through the initiative include the completion of a second autopsy, disclosure of preliminary findings, and a final autopsy report. A police-related death is when an individual is harmed by police officers using deadly force, which results in an individual's death. Police-related death includes in-custody deaths, including those that arise during contact with law enforcement officers during arrest, pursuit, booking, transport, or incarceration. The Autopsy Initiative has a team of board-certified pathologists on call. An autopsy request may be completed by anyone with a close relationship with the victim, which may include the victim's spouse, partner, relative, close friend, or lawyer. To request a free second autopsy for a victim of police violence, please visit knowyourrightscamp.com. That's knowyourrightscamp.com. Then click on Autopsy, then click on Request. At KBLA, we believe in justice for victims of police violence. We say their names, and we don't black down. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
We got some non-believers out there. Yo, we got to do something about that, man. Yo, we got to get stupid. Yo, we got to let them know what time it is.
You go through it, I wanna jump in my car. People treat me like a real ass dude. Just falling around who you are when I'm off the bar. I bet you go hip-hop, real raw. But the opposite ooze is my kind of news. Pop your dick in, put the car in cruise. I never heard the blues. I never trade fools to the dishwasher rhythm. Let alone the blues. L-I-C, the seeks to be the nook. And then you know that we never meet. I know you can't wait. It's never too late, no fear. I'm here and everything is straight. Cycles, life was entitled. New is old, so I'm not no cycle. A monkey on the back makes the best excel. The people in the crowd make the best block round. The people in the back let you know who's whack. And those who lack, the eyes are fat. The one that makes the money is white, not black. You might not believe it, but it is like that. When you come to my show, watch me go. Down with the other brothers, so I told you you make all moving. New, not you. And watch the road, yeah, this is something. Who's the back layer, soprano.
Hidden pride presents itself in those ways: love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, gentleness. But at the very center of it, it is corrupt. It's not aimed Godward; it's aimed inward. And so here's the challenge about this, and it's kind of terrifying, is you can live on the momentum of good things for a season and for a while. But if the inside is corrupted, Eugene Peterson referred to this as an incongruity of the human heart. If the inside is corrupted...
Bring that back. Bring that beat back. Did you hear what he said? See, for a season, you can live when it's all good. Just for a season. Go ahead. Let it ride.
Hidden pride presents itself in those ways: love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, gentleness. But at the very center of it, it is corrupt. It's not aimed Godward; it's aimed inward. And so here's the challenge about this, and it's kind of terrifying, is you can live on the momentum of good things for a season and for a while. But if the inside is corrupted, Eugene Peterson referred to this as an incongruity of the human heart. If the inside is corrupted, it's only a matter of time before it catches up to you.
Incongruity of the human heart. Listen, you can't play hooky from the University of Self. Relationship is the knowledge of self machine, right? It's a technology. Relationship is a type of spiritual technology. The curriculum that comes out of relating with others is the knowledge of self. You should go into the relationship looking for how you show up, not for how they show up. Right? The reason why you have expectations is because you've neglected yourself. Huh? What? Yes! This is why your expectations are deal breakers. You got to show up this way. You got to do this. I need to be safe. Do you understand? It's why you have expectations. Happiness isn't the only inside job. Self-esteem, self-approval, self-validation, self-acknowledgement. How is somebody supposed to build you up when you're using the opposite side of the pencil regarding yourself? You're not using the lead, you're using the eraser. You're trying to erase the shadow instead of embrace the shadow. And you want somebody to accept you, and you ain't nothing but a bold-faced, manicured lie. This is why you'll go to the relationship guru. Because he'll give you the answers that you can then include into your vocabulary so you can start pantomiming. Zoe Williams is a mess, and been a mess, and been studying, and been trying to heal, and been invested. I'm better today than I was 20 years ago, but man, I still struggle. And when we sit these people out on the radio, on television, this is the new hot person that said this hot phrase. All y'all are quote hunters. Out here on the internet looking for the flyest, slickest quote that you can jack. You not the quote, though. Alfred Korzybski, famous linguist. The map is not the territory. The definition creates the condition. Well, you know what? If I can fake it until I make it, well, you know what? If I say I'm this and I say it enough times, people will believe me. Boy, ain't nothing different than the latest relationship guru than a can of Sprite. It's a product. And because you're unhealed, right? You think there's value in it. Listen, the only value in me is if I can inspire, if I can trigger you to go, let me go inside, let me go in, let me figure out how I tick and why I tick the way I tick. And if my mama's alive, let me have a conversation about who she was as a woman, as a person, as a being. Let me tap in. No. You don't want to do the work. When we come forward, back to the phone lines.
The crew's in jet, run by the pocket when they go around the next hole. Watching me, looking for sweet ladies in the crowd, so they give me somebody, make it up, baby. Giving it to grandma, make it up, crazy. I'm an innocent protector. You ask the best of South African government record. Power, you can feel it in my arms.
KBLA 1580 Santa Monica.
I'm Amber Payton with 4 Things You Should Know with BIN News. Chicago priest Father Michael Flager and faith leaders are urging a Target boycott over its rollback of DEI programs, aligning with President Trump's order. A nationwide protest is set for Friday.